Grand Theft Auto 6, that small indie title that's coming out in like a year, probably costs like $15 to make. I don't know much about game development. Despite that the game's probably not going to be a big deal, I've been asked for years what I would want to see in the game. You know, spending 11,000 hours in a game to make content about it for years does result in you having some hopes for the next game in the franchise. This video is therefore a compilation of my joke and serious answers to the question of what I want to see in Grand Theft Auto 6. What if Rockstar made me a voice actor in GTA 6? I'd be like, hell yeah, man. I would like to voice pedestrians. Like, there's only one voice for all the pedestrians in the game, and it's mine. Matt, if you had to get a loading screen of yourself in GTA, what would be your ideal picture? It would be me holding a sign that says, hey yo, check out my stream at www.twitch.tv/DarkViperAU. I would quickly get a tattoo of my stream name on my forehead. How will you react if Rockstar makes a parody of me in GTA 6? Even if they mock me relentlessly, I'd still be happy to have it there. Like, Rockstar could think of me as a complete piece of shit. I would still be like, I'm in GTA 6. Presuming it's identifiably an Easter egg about me, it'd be listed on a website saying, did you know that the streamer DarkViperAU is an Easter egg in Grand Theft Auto 6? Oh, if Rockstar wanted you to cameo in GTA 6, what role would you want? I would want the main role and to be given $1 gajillion. Why only $1 gajillion? Because anything more would be too heavy to carry. You know what I think would be cool in GTA 6? I think leaks have already shown that there's only 5 stars, but I hope in some missions a 6 star will still appear. It would just be like a red star or something. You think there's only 5 stars, but bam, 6 stars, you know? Yeah, I mean, the stars are meaningless, right? As in the degree of resistance isn't perfectly represented by the stars. Like, they could have it so each of the stars represents 1 cop car or something, like, you know. It just means that there's 6 points of difference rather than 5 points of difference, but it doesn't necessarily mean 5 stars will be not as severe as 6 stars. I do hope the gold medals in GTA 6 are a little bit more varied. It will be interesting, actually, if in the single player of GTA 6 they will have snacks, or if they'll bother doing them in GTA 6 Online. I'll be real with you, the healing mechanics of GTA Online were some of the dumbest things ever. I'm sure they must hate how they implemented it. I really hope they don't do anything similar like that in GTA 6. It has been 1,298 days, 3.5 years, since GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced was announced. It still has not come to PC. We can assume now it's never coming to PC, right? It does suck that PC is not getting all the new content that's being released for GTA Online, because some of it only goes to Expand and Enhance, which is the new generation of consoles. We can only hope that for GTA 6 there is not, out of the gate, content that they just never put on PC. One thing I hope they don't do for GTA 6 is something that they've done for the most recent Chop Shop DLC, where to get all the awards, you have to play the game like every week. With the Chop Shop DLC, you can only do 3 heists per week, like resets every week, and you need to do like 50 of them to get all the awards. I think in total you have to do it 17 weeks or something to get all the awards. And if they continue to do stuff like that, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna bother with awards in GTA 6, but that is just some garbage that kind of forces people to play every week, regardless of if they want to or not. I think that's dumb. But I mean, it's largely what achievements and awards are, you know, are made to do, to give people a reason to keep playing. But still, it kind of goes a bit overboard in GTA 5 with how many weapons you can have. You never have to worry about ammo ever. You basically have unlimited ammo for goddamn everything at all times. You have 87 different weapons and you only use like 2. I think limiting it in some capacity, I'm not saying directly to 3 weapons is necessarily the best, but limiting it in some capacity would be good. I don't think they should do it as Red Dead does, where every single time you get off your horse, you have to pick out 2 weapons again. Limiting your weapon arsenal so you actually have to strategically pick certain weapons for particular missions or something would actually be pretty interesting to me. Having to conserve ammo, potentially, in some context, also interesting. It'd be interesting if they have modifiers to the game that you can specifically set for a playthrough. So you could press like a button and say, I want to start my playthrough with a permanent limitation to ammo, where all weapons can only have half the ammo they can normally have. That sort of thing. Things you would normally do with mods, but they actually get supported first party by Rockstar. That's the reward for being in the game. You can play the game again, but now with these specific modifications put in place. Would be interesting. Like, I don't think anyone has a good way to guess how long GTA 6 would be, but obviously I would be satisfied with a 35 to 40 hour game. GTA 5 was 31.5 hours, or 50 hours for main plus side quests. Completionist, 83 hours, but I would be satisfied with that long of a game. But it's entirely possible that GTA 6 will actually get single player DLC, as that was one thing that everyone was critical of GTA 5 for not having. But it also wouldn't surprise me if they continued with the same route that they had with GTA 5, with GTA Online, where all the DLC comes to the online area. Because at the end of the day, why release a DLC just as single player DLC when you can have it in the online and have it either be played single player or multiplayer? If you make it single player DLC, then you can't play with your friends. But if you put it in the online, then you have the option of playing it by yourself or playing with your friends. Admittedly, it does impact what you can create, because some things necessarily must be single player experiences. You have to alter the experience in some ways to accommodate a multiplayer experience. As I say, I don't care what avenue they go down. There's positives and negatives. I just want it to be good. Is there a possibility that GTA 6 will be co-op? I'd be really, really surprised if they bother going to all the effort to make the single player, or at least the story mode, co-op. I don't think they would go to that kind of effort. You know what? That they put the mechanic to drop weapons in what appears to be single player, that could also suggest that it's going to be co-op. As I was talking about when I talked about the leaks, I was like, yeah, I don't know what the purpose of you being able to drop a weapon is, other than just clearing out your inventory. But yeah, maybe it could be co-op. Rockstar does always like to try new things. And the rumors that it's kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of campaign, obviously they're with each other all the time. So yeah, maybe it's possible. What city would you like to see in GTA 6? A good city. I don't care where it is, man. I don't think the place makes the game. The game makes the game. They could set it exclusively in a sewer. As long as it's good, I don't care. They could set the entire thing in my fucking backyard. As long as it's a good game, I'll be like, hell yeah, man. Feel free to use my backyard as much as you like. So people have asked me, do I think GTA 6 will have special abilities like GTA 5? And my answer is no, for reasons like this. Never forget that there are people who played through the entirety of GTA 5 and didn't use, or in some cases know about, the character's special abilities. You could say it's somewhat Rockstar's fault for not telegraphing the abilities more. I'm not sure that they could really do them again in a creative new way. The abilities that they've done here are like the basic abilities. Like, I'm not sure how they could put abilities in the next game without them being really over the top and super destructive to the gameplay. It would be nice in GTA 6 if the main character had precognition, so he could see like 1 second in the future, and you'd see like a blue outline of where all the cars are gonna go. The characters in GTA 5 reflect and do commentary on aspects of society. And there are certainly aspects of society that are either more commonly or arguably uniquely experienced by women. And having a female main character allows for commentary on those aspects of the world that wouldn't be as easily done or doable with a male character. There's nothing about a character being male or female that makes them more or less valuable to me or enjoyable to play. It just matters how they're written. And I can see how a female character would allow more avenues of commentary. It depends what they write as to whether it'd be good or not. It would not surprise me at all if characters from GTA 5 were in GTA 6 in some small way. I'd be very surprised if they were like main characters. The best you could hope for, I think, for a character from GTA 5 would be like a similar role to Lester, when Michael, despite having all his money or whatever, still wants to stay in the game because he realizes his life is hollow without it, and so he helps you set up heists or whatever, begrudgingly. Yes, Michael becomes a disabled person who sets up heists. That's exactly what I meant. You know how there's that opening scene where Michael's sitting on the beach? I would like that scene recreated, but the new characters are walking by, and it's just Franklin, Michael, and Trevor like, nah, this is the life, whatever, smoking cigarettes and just looking off into the sunset, and then the characters walk by, and that's it. And that's the entire them being in there. Do you think there'll be a pet companion in GTA 6? I hope so. But certainly controlling a pet companion and having them be a useful part of the game is probably quite difficult. If I can pop someone with a sniper rifle a million miles away, what's the point of my dog? Given that Rockstar's done the multi-characters, they should do multi-timeline. As in you can switch between a character who's 18, that same character when they're, I don't know, 40, and that same character when they're 60. I'm not sure what they do with that, but it would definitely put a different spin on things. I think it's pretty clear that they look at the franchise of Red Dead and the franchise of GTA 5 as being wholly different. As in, they don't seem to be interested with realism when it comes to GTA. Like, they went that route with GTA 4. They heard all the complaints and they came up with GTA 5. I think the GTA 6 will probably be a middle ground between GTA 4 and GTA 5. In terms of realism or grittiness or what have you. GTA 6 gameplay looks surprisingly similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, it does, but like, only in like the animations and stuff. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 had some good stuff in it. As long as they don't make the game take 90 minutes and like 50 of those minutes is riding on a horse slowly, we'll be fine. You're not allowed horses in cities, so we should be golden. I mean, give it to that game that your beard actually grows over time. I hope they put that in GTA 6. They could never entirely fuck up speedrunning, except by making the game really boring to play. They could make the game 50 hours long and people would still speedrun it, but it would become either segmented or they'd make shorter categories. What do I think Rockstar can add to GTA 6 to kill the game? Very in-depth, realistic mechanics. So like, you can only carry what a normal person can carry in regards to weaponry. The driving is perfectly realistic, like you have to change gears and stuff. The cops will actually respond to you breaking road rules. So if you go above the speed limit and there's a cop around, the cops will chase you. Wanted levels persisting through death. Basically a combination of the bad parts of Red Dead Redemption 2 and the bad parts of Mafia 2. What would I want for GTA 6, Gnomes? No phone calls that start missions. No text messages that start missions, or at least not main missions. If there's multiple characters, I would like it so after each mission, all three characters have consistent spots in which they spawn. But these are all speedrunning things, right? I would say remove things like Sky in the Ports, change the police back to the way they were in GTA 4. What I really want for GTA 6 is for the NPCs in the game to have more life to them. Like when I was playing GTA Online yesterday, and we went into that apartment or whatever for that party, all the NPCs were just so lifeless and barely talking. Like some of them were just standing completely still and doing nothing. And it's just like, it didn't feel like you were at a party, right? Need a bike. Is it a bike? No, it's a fucking scooter. Rockstar, no one rides scooters anymore. Okay, they totally do, but just assume that they don't and don't put them in GTA 6. I swear, if in GTA 6, those bloody wooden poles are not destructible, I'm gonna go down to the Rockstar offices and complain. I'd be like, man, you guys ain't good. And then I'll go home. Probably a very expensive complaint, but be worth it. I'll be real with you, chat. I had not played many other GTA-like games before I played GTA 5, right? So wasn't that surprising to me in GTA 5 that you couldn't destroy trees? But since starting to play other GTA-like games, all of them have destructible trees. Like, all of them. Even the earlier GTA games have it. I hope in GTA 6 they at least have destructible trees. Destructible trees and good service for GTA Online, that's the only two things that matter. I really hope Rockstar puts in more destructible stuff in GTA 6. It'd be nice to see some destruction on this building because of the tank shots, you know? I hope in GTA 6, everything is snowing. Like it has an option to be snowy sometimes. And you gotta remember that Rockstar recently bought Zynga, which is a huge mobile game developing thing. So we can probably expect GTA 6 to have some sort of mobile game microtransaction bullshit in it. So for those who don't know, there's a companion app for Grand Theft Auto 5 that enables you to do some small things related to the game, like upgrade your vehicles or play with Chop to increase his skills, meaning he'll actually like respond to you when you whistle for him and stuff. All I hope is that whatever mobile tie-in they make with GTA 6, which surely there's going to be one, I hope it's not too integral to the playing experience. I would rather they just make like a completely separate game on mobile or something. I don't want to see another battle in the speedrunning community about some key aspect of the game that can only be done on your phone and you have to like play with your phone as you're playing and stuff. I so don't want to see that. There is no reality where GTA 6 will be online only. No reality. Investors will go, okay, let me get this straight. We get our money back like tenfold with your single player titles, and you've done this consistently. You want to make it online only when you succeeded with the online version once and massively failed with it the second time. How about no? Do you think GTA 6 should have cheat codes? Honestly, giving people more tools to do whatever they want in the game is just good to me. I mean, give people basically dev tools in GTA 6 as long as it's kept in the single player, and you can guarantee it's kept that way. If it jeopardizes security in any way, fuck cheat codes. But I would hope that Rockstar learns from GTA 5 and realizes that GTA 6 and GTA Online 2 must be completely separate. I want like different executables on my fucking desktop. They be in their own worlds. Like I don't want them on, like, if they're connected online, I don't want them to go to the same fucking server, okay? I want them in different countries, because I don't want anything that happens in GTA Online 2 to fuck up GTA 6, in the same way that things that they would do in GTA Online do change GTA 5. And a lot of the exploits and vulnerabilities have come from the GTA 5 side of things for the current GTA Online, because this will just happen again. People will find ways to hack into the single player game through the online connection and fuck with people, especially streamers. Because of peer-to-peer, it's so much easier to hack a mod or what have you, and there's probably costs involved with the service that Rockstar was never interested in. But I sure as fuck hope that with GTA 6 that they, you know, change their minds, because I cannot deal with another generation of peer-to-peer. I am so sick of modders. At the end of the day, I don't care as long as GTA 6 is good.